Hey guys, welcome to another webinar. Tonight we are going to be talking about some questions that I've had recently, Terry's had recently, Chris has had recently, and hopefully we will lay those questions to rest. One of the questions is this. I have a company called WaquinTrading.com, and we've been running it. Terry is my partner in crime there. We've been running that for quite a while, and we have started implementing things like auto traders and indicators and all kinds of tools and things like that. Well, it got out of hand. It got crazy, and 90% of our time was going to the setup and installation and parameters of auto traders and indicators and helping people install them and doing team viewer remote accessing their computer so that we could install those. And it was just, unbelievably hard to get everybody completed. So what I did was I kind of split the company there. We've got WaquinTrading.com, and right now we are sending out signals at 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. We'll talk about trading in the chat room. I'll go into more about this here in just a minute. But then we also have something else called TraderBot Marketplace. That's for automated trading, software, tools, and things like that. It's kind of more for more experienced traders. Hey, Mark. It's kind of for more experienced traders, but hey, Dan or Don. Hey, and if you have experience, loading an indicator or loading an EA into MT4, TraderBot Marketplace, they offer some things that we will talk about in a few minutes. If you are a brand new trader, or maybe you've been trading for a year or two, you do a lot of manual trading, but you really don't have the know-how to install indicators or EAs and things like that, then Joaquin Trading is the place for you. Maybe you are a truck driver. Terry's truck driver. I used to drive across the country. Maybe you can't be in front of your computer to monitor an EA or an auto trader. Well, Joaquin Trading would be the place for you because we send out the signals at the same time every day. You will know when those signals are coming out. So we're going to go into the two differences, but before we do, let's start out with a little bit of fun here. If you don't know what TraderBot Zoom is, here it is. We put things up here, and you can bid on those. And if you're in here, and if you were in here before the webinar, I gave you some free bids. So anybody that has already signed up has free bids. You can bid on this, and each bid takes the current price up for 1 penny. The winner of this, which expires in 57 minutes, we'll get 1 month of everything that TraderBot Marketplace and Joaquin Trading has to offer. All auto traders, all tools, a month of the trade signals, whatever you want to do. Each time a person bids in the last few seconds, it will take it up by 30 seconds. So you cannot be outbid. So anybody that wants to bid on that, go ahead. I'm not going to bid anymore. From time to time, you may need to refresh your screen. If you are familiar with the way Quibids works, it works in a similar fashion. So I will leave that off to the side. If you want to bid, go ahead. Now, Terry, can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Terry, can you hear me okay, or is the sound going in and out?
I can.
Okay. All right.
Nope, you sound good.
Let's discuss what's been going on lately. Now, I know we're going to be talking about Joaquin Trading. First, let's go into the 4 a.m. and the 9 a.m. signals. Here's what happens, and Terry and I will talk on the phone about these from time to time. We'll send out a signal at 4 a.m. or 9 a.m., and this is what it looks like. And Terry, do I delete any losing trades whatsoever, ever? Have I ever done that?
No, you don't clean up at all.
No, it's a mess. But I don't delete losing trades. Somebody asked me, well, you're only showing winners. Well, no, I'm not. Today we had some losers, and we posted those. But this is what the 4 a.m. signal looks like. At 4 a.m. we'll post something. This morning it was buy the New Zealand dollar USD at this price right here. Well, if you go into, this is a demo account that I'm using to run an auto trader that we'll talk about in a minute. But if you go in here and look, this morning here was our entry price. Price never got up there. However, we did have, let me go back up here. Where's it at? We did have some 9 a.m. trades that was right here and right here. And these two hit their stop losses. Now we posted this. We'll talk about it in general chat right here. You can see where we're all talking and posting screenshots. And it's just a good community where we can talk about our trading, whatever. If you've got a question, that's fine. I want to focus, Joaquin Trading, on trading, not on installation and setup of auto traders and indicators, because it just takes up too much time and too much focus off trading. Nothing is perfect. There's always going to be questions, and questions can be answered. You know, if you ask a question like, you know, why did you enter here? I will tell you why I entered there. Or if you ask Terry, why did you do this? He'll tell you why he did it. We keep answering the same questions in webinars that we post. And we have 2 channels on YouTube. You can find those out by just looking on joaquintrading.com. But we'll take you through and tell you why that we trade the way that we trade. Now, what are the results? Well, the results are very good. If you want to check out the results, you can check out any, hang on, let me get rid of all these messages over here. Where are we at here? If you want to check out any results whatsoever, you can click on this group right here, and every day we post what's going on. We'll talk about this in a second, and I'll ask Terry some questions. But you can check out this group on Facebook, and you can see all the results, everything that we do every day, win or lose. So that's that. You can also check it out on TraderBot Marketplace, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But first, let's talk about the auto trader. Terry, you have been running the auto trader. I'm going to pull a screenshot up. How many trades has it taken so far since this picture has been taken? I've got a total trades here of 96. Has it taken any more since this picture? Terry. Terry. Oh goodness, I think I lost Terry. Well, if there's any sound issues, I'm recording this, so until Terry comes, Terry. And if he doesn't come back, then I would just tell you about this. This is an auto trader. This is not for any new members of Joaquin Trading. This is for members of TraderBot Marketplace. This auto, even though Terry's doing it, yeah, I'll give you those settings. This auto trader has taken 96 trades. It has had 1 loss. It did say like 95 consecutive wins, but the reason it says 48 now is because one of the trades from a few days ago just closed out at a loss of, right here, 60 cents. If he closed it out right now, it would be at a drawdown of $21.62. However, he's made a profit of $87.36. So it would go from right here, the equity curve would be up in this area, and it'd pull it down to about right here, something like that, about $21. Terry, is that you?
It is. Hopefully, my computer, for some reason, when we're both on at the same time, my computer likes to shut off. I don't know.
Okay, Sam is asking 96 trades since when? The beginning of the year? And what's your answer to that?
Since last Monday?
Yep, since last Monday.
What was that? The 21st.
So it's been about a week and a half or so. It's taken a lot of trades. I'm going to show you the parameters right now. Oh, here. I am running this on a demo to check out make sure everything works. Chris is running it on a live account. Here are the parameters, if I am not mistaken. And by the way, I do make mistakes. I'm human. But right there are the parameters. Let's see. This should be 0.1. But anyways, here are the parameters. Terry, are these the parameters that made the auto trader?
Let's see. 2020, 1000. Yes, sir.
Okay, there's your parameters right there. And that's exactly what I'm running it on. Here are the trades right here. You can see on these up here, I was running it on a one micro lot. These are running on one mini lot. As you go up, you can see, you can check all the whatever. So that's that. That's the results. Do we know if it's going to continue this way in the future? Who knows? But it's based on trend following, and we have tried our best to come up with the best possible product. I'll answer the questions here in a minute and over on the left hand side, but the reason that we're offering it on TraderBot Marketplace instead of Joaquin Trading is because it gets too time intensive to answer the same question over and over. And I'm going to show you where the questions can be answered in a timely fashion just as soon as I answer these questions. Hang on. Let's see. Hello?
Oh, right. I didn't know if you could hear me, Ryan. Sorry, this is long.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Let me see. Can you mute your mic?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. If you got any questions here, just type them in here. And if you want to talk a little bit later, we'll talk. Let me just go down through here and answer the questions. Sound quality. If you can't hear it, I am recording this. Okay, you asked about the settings. We just showed you the settings. 96 trades in the past week and a half. Am I a member of TraderBot if I am already a paying member of Joaquin Trading? Okay, here's the thing. The members of Joaquin Trading that are already members are grandfathered in. Any new members will not be grandfathered in. I just don't have the time it takes to work with so many people with the auto trader. So if you want the auto trader and you don't want signals, TraderBot Marketplace is the best place to go. I'm going to show you how to get your questions answered there after I finish these questions here. Has the auto trader been left on 24/5 even at major news times? Yes. The auto trader's been running consecutively even through Good Friday, which is when it took the majority of the drawdown. He left it on through Good Friday and over the weekend. So it's been running, it hasn't been cut off. You can sign up. Okay, Terry answered that one. Yes, well, okay, Sam, right now, at the moment, if you're wanting multiple targets, that's kind of a manual thing. We're going to work on that in the future. Setting like 3 profit targets and a stop loss and 3 profit targets. Right now, it's really not possible to do that. But just like Microsoft Windows, they come out with Windows 3.1, Windows 95, Windows Vista, whatever. We will be having updates to the auto trader, whenever they come available. We're constantly looking at everything, constantly trying to update it. And they're not going to come out every day. Maybe an update once every couple of months or something like that. But if it's not broken, why fix it? That's basically the way that I see it. But give us your feedback, of course. Okay, let me read this. Ryan, I watched the video on your auto trader working, and I followed the rules to the setup, and it doesn't seem to be working. It hasn't taken one trade. Okay, Lar, this may be due to your broker. I know it works on FXCM. I know it works on FX Pro. There is a video that I made on YouTube earlier today, and let me find that video real quick, on tips to check if your auto trader isn't working. Let let me just copy that link right now, and I will post it. Copy. I'm going to post it here, right here. There's a link. Because a couple of things were overlooked. I talked to Christopher Wall about this the other day, and because his wasn't working either. And then after going through what this video shows, it was able to be set up, I think. But there are a few steps you need to take before the auto trader will start working. Terry, what is the biggest question that you have received about setting up the auto trader?
Why won't it take the trades? Several people have had issues with it not taking trades, or it's been running all day. I know, I think Telenex, as a broker, we've been having issues with it actually taking trades on it. But that is the biggest thing. They'll have it set up, and then they'll either won't take a trade right away, or it'll take one a day or whatever.
Okay.
Make sure you put your chart on either a 1 minute or a 5 minute. Someone earlier had theirs on a 4-hour chart, and it hadn't taken a trade since 2:30 this morning.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, don't put it on a 1 minute chart. It will take way too many trades. Put them on a 5 minute chart.
Right.
I
use mine on a 5 minute chart.
I do too. Yeah. The longer time frame that you use, the less likely that it's going to take a trade, because these are trend following. And if you put it on a 4-hour chart or a daily chart, it's not going to take a trade until it hits a certain support or resistance area. Another big question that I have received is why it won't run. And you've got to, for one time, you have to do this one time and one time only. When you start it up, you have to load all of your charts here. But if you watch that video I just posted, it will show you how to do that. Oh, hang on, let me get rid of that. Okay.
Brian, actually, I think. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I think the auto trader actually, if you put it on your chart, it will automatically. It will take a few minutes, but it'll automatically load all that back data into it. You don't have to scroll back through your charts.
Well, I did, so it may be my broker. That may be why, because I didn't have the data loaded. So it's a good idea to do that. But once you get through the initial, okay, everything that you start out, there's a learning curve. But once you get over that and you do some research and you try to figure out how to get it working, it's been working just fine for me. It's been working just fine for Terry, for Chris, and for a lot of people. Make sure this auto trader is turned on. Make sure you've got a happy face right there. Make sure your number 2 is turned on. All of this is in the manual, which I'll show you in a few minutes. Let me finish answering some questions. Oh, let's see. Oh, hey, Chris, you made it. He's got some storms there, so. Okay, can the indicator be used for Nadex trades? Okay, the auto trader cannot. The dashboard can. Whenever, let's say right now, you see this New Zealand dollar? Nadex does not offer New Zealand. However, this US dollar, it does. So you can take this US dollar, the Canadian dollar, the US dollar, Canadian dollar can be used, even though there's a little red spot here. If you don't know what I'm looking at, you can read the manual. Even though that's red, that's only because the New Zealand dollar is stronger than the CAD. But I'll show you where to find the manual. But yes, you can use them for Nadex, and the spreads work much better than the binaries. I use binaries for a hedge. Let's see. Okay, if you download the auto trader, you can do it on a VPS or VPN, and you can do it on a live account. I have a VPN with Commercial Network Solutions. It's about $30 a month, but I also leave it running on my own machine at home. Okay, that's what I'm using. Okay, I don't know Laura, I don't know anything about NorCM. And I can't say anything about any broker that is not regulated. FXCM is one that I do recommend. That's who I have my live account with. And they do offer a free VPS with a 5,000 minimum deposit, but a lot of people don't have 5,000 to put in there. And one reason that I don't use FXCM is because it went in and out, and so did Amazon. Commercial Network Solutions has never went out. I've had to ask them to reset the cache once, but it's never turned off, and that's why I use those guys. Okay, let's go take a look real quick at, let me find it here. Where's it at? We're going to take a look at TraderBot Marketplace. A lot of people have asked me where to find the menu. Where's the menu? It's right here. Click that button. You can find those menus right there. It'll open up and you can see all the menus there. Okay, are we limited to the number of auto traders running on our computer? Yes. You want to run, or per account. You want to run one auto trader on one account. If you run more than that, it's going to screw up everything because of our wonderful government who thinks they know how to manage our money better than we do. They implemented a rule called FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. So if you are long the euro US dollar, you cannot also be short the euro US dollar. So if on one auto trader on a certain setting has you in a long position and another auto trader in another setting opens up a short position, it's going to close out that long position. So one auto trader per MT4 account. Now you can
Ryan,
yeah, go ahead.
okay, I was just gonna say, are they limited to how many computers they can have? You know, like some people, they're only limited. Some companies are only limited to installing the auto trader on one computer.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, we're working on that. Right now, you can download it. However, we work on pretty much an honesty system around here. If I find out that somebody is downloading it and sending it out to 1,000 people, I'm going to shut the whole thing down. So just use it for yourself. You know, I mean, we're not asking $5,000 for the thing. So it's coded for MT4, but you can run it on, you can use it on multiple accounts if you want to do that. That's fine. But just use it for yourself. Don't go around plastering it all over the web. Otherwise, I'm going to get pissed off and there will be no more auto trader. Okay. I don't know, Sam. Will the auto trader be coded for other systems in the future? I have no idea. It may and it may not. I can't answer that right now. I don't know if it works on forex.com. What I do know is it has worked on FXCM, Oanda, FX Pro, and another one. I can't remember their name, but it was a U.S. regulated broker. I can't speak about overseas brokers at all. I don't want to get in trouble. So if you're using one, use a U.S. regulated broker through either the NFA or the CFTC. Yeah, it works on the forex market. However, I've had some interesting talks with Terry about various other markets, but you know, those may come in the future. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. However, let's go back as far as signals. I've had a couple of people ask me about the signals instead of the auto trader. At WaquinTrading.com, we have the signals. They work in pretty much the same way that the auto trader works, except there's not as many, and they come out at the exact same time every day. And they are profitable. If you rewind this after I'll post it on YouTube, you can see the profits by going to that Facebook group. But yeah, it's for the forex market right now. Let's see. Right here on the front page, point blank, do our products work? Yes, go in there and take a look around. Here's another thing that I'm surprised nobody is taking advantage of. Right here where it says latest assistant ads. Did you know that if you have some type of skill, Angela, she said, is this a marketing webinar or an instructional webinar? It's kind of both. I'm telling you what it does and what it doesn't do. Okay, if you go in here, if you have some type of skill, I like to work with just about anybody. If you've got a skill and you can help somebody, you can do that. Let's say that you can manually backtest, or let's say that you're a good researcher. Go in there where it says TraderBot Assistant and post an ad for yourself to help someone else. Right now it's free. I'm not charging anything. You can post your ad right here. Just click on post your ad. Whatever skill that you have, everybody has something, and you scroll down here and right here, I'm an assistant, free. It doesn't cost anything. Like I said, maybe you can manually backtest a system for somebody. Maybe you can research something. Maybe you're good at scrolling through all kinds of data. Maybe you're a good programmer. Maybe you can help somebody install their stuff on their system. What I want to do is link up a whole lot of people. I want everybody to be able to find what they need. It doesn't cost anything. Find what they need, or if they're looking for something, they can post an ad that they're looking for something. Let me go back here. If you're an assistant, which you have a skill of some sort, or if you need an assistant, you can post an ad here. If you're looking for something, maybe you're looking for somebody to help install your EA onto your platform. Maybe you're looking for somebody to backtest a system that you've come up with yourself. You can do that there. That's that. Let me see here. Okay, Terry said, Doug, we are having some issues with forex.com. Yes, legal skills. If you know, we will also work with businesses. If you know of a business that is legit, we will work with those guys. I work with Daryl from Apex. He's got some good stuff. I work with the guys at Trading. I work with Rob Booker. And I even got an email earlier today. There was a, let me find it here. Somebody asking me about an affiliate program. I told them I don't have an affiliate program. But if they have a business, let me find it here. If they have a business, they can put it in the, where's it at? In the business directory. Here it is. Well, let me go back over here. She wanted to know if we have an affiliate program to work with this company right here. We don't have an affiliate program, but I sent her an email back saying that if she wanted to post it in our business directory, she can do that. We will verify all businesses. We don't work with crap. If a business is good, we will list them. If a business is bad, we will not list them. There's too many businesses out there, trading related, that are just junk. So they will be vetted, and any business that you can see listed in here, they are good. I mean, they offer something good. So let me pull this over here. Here's the user manuals. Several people have had questions about how to use the auto traders and things like that. Click right here, Inverted Movers User Manual. It's going to pull up a user manual that is quite long. There it is. Scroll down and read the whole thing. Read the whole thing. It will tell you what to do, what not to do. I'm updating this constantly. Here we go. I'm updating it constantly, but there are instructions on how to do everything, even with the auto trader. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, like I said, it's pretty long, so you're going to have to read it. It will show you the settings.
It's a good manual.
Who's talking to me?
Talk to my Algie.
Oh, hey. Yeah, well, I've had some questions about the manual. Thank you for saying it's a good manual. But I've had some questions about the manual, and I need to add some stuff to it. But it will constantly be updated as well. If you don't like what we offer in the as far as auto traders or whatever, here's the other one: TraderBot Marketplace Trader Tools User Manual. This is the one that has. We have a different way to look at Bollinger Bands, CCI, RSI, and all of that. A lot of people don't know the probabilities, but these tools right here will show you the probabilities. And if you want to learn how they work, go over here and look at the manual, and you will see exactly how they work. Counter exchange. Okay, they are. I hope they are up and running big time one day. Right now, their liquidity is low. However, if you have any issue with learning counter exchange, here is a little manual on how their pricing works. Okay, you can go read that there. If you have any questions about anything, where's it at? Right here in the support area. You can submit a new support ticket, or you can view the support panel and read to see if the question that you have has already been answered. Today, here's one with 11 replies. IBM settings, trade times, and stuff. Somebody posted a question. Here's their question, and then I went in here and answered it, yada, yada, yada. You can go take a look at all that yourself. But there are questions and answers, and here's where you can ask any question and get it answered. And the reason I want you to do it in the support ticket area instead of sending me a private message is because of this. If you do it in the support ticket area, everybody benefits from the answer. If you send me a private message, this is what I get. I get emails, text messages. People call me on the phone. They'll send me a message on Facebook. They'll send me a private message on TraderBot. They'll send me a private message in our Joaquin Trading chat. It's all over the place and just ridiculous. On here, if you submit a question, I will tell you the exact same thing that I'm going to tell you if you send me a private message. And not only that, other people can answer you, not just me, but if anybody else has a question, or has the answer to your question, they can answer you as well. So asking a question one time and maybe getting several different types of answers right here, you can just scroll through these and find out what you're looking for. There are also frequently asked questions right here, frequently asked questions, to kind of get you started in the on the right path. Now, some of the pictures will be different because the website has changed. But if you click on one, it'll open up and tell you what everything is. Just go through the frequently asked questions. Okay, let me see if we got any more questions here. Yep, just works on the forex market currently. You can do it. Doug asked, what size of account is needed for the auto trader? You can do it on a demo, which I recommend, until you find out that it is working for you. Then you can start with a small account. I don't care, a few $100s, whatever. Start with micro lots at 10 cents a pip if you want to do that. But I recommend to everybody start on a demo account. Don't even think about trading live money until you are profitable in demo first. I'm not even going to answer that, Sam. Oh, goodness. But there are frequently asked questions. If you have a specific question, you can ask them in the support area by submitting a support ticket. If you want to submit a support ticket, it's very simple. Just click on Submit a New Support Ticket. Okay, I'll tell you about money management here in just a second. What is the subject? Blah, 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 whatever. Select priority. If you're like freaking out, you can choose critical or high. If it's something you can wait a while on, choose low. Select category on whatever the question is. And then, blah, 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 type in your question, whatever. It'll get answered within 48 hours. Okay, what are the money management rules of the auto trader? Whatever it is that you want them to be. Here is one thing that that is, where's my trade at right now? Got 2 trades right now open. Let's look at one. Australia, New Zealand dollar. Here we go. All right. There we go. Okay, here's a sale that's in a drawdown right now. It hasn't closed itself out. Reason why it's not closed itself out is because I have not set a stop loss on that. I'm letting it run. I want to see what it does. Now, on a lot of forums online, they will tell you you have to have a 10 pip stop and a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay, says who? 10 pips, really? I can't do that. I've got to run a large stop. I get stopped out really big about 3-4 times a year. But that's okay with me because I take a lot of smaller winners. So you can set a 10 pip stop and take 10 pips over and over and over and then let your winners run for 1,000 pips if you want to. Or you can take a larger stop with a smaller profit target, whatever you want to do. But with the results that we've been doing so far, I will tell you that this has not ran any stop whatsoever. Let me find it again. Oh, what did I do with my picture? It's not ran a stop because whenever, let me find it. Where is it at? Is that it? No, that's the old one. Well, we'll just look at this one. It's not ran a stop because whenever the trend goes in the opposite direction, it's going to close out that trade and open up another trade. That's the stop out that Terry had. Where's it at? And that's why there's no... Terry, I have lost my picture, buddy. There we go. You see this loss right here? Well, it was stopped out. If the trade goes in the opposite direction, it is likely to stop that out and either stop it out cold or stop it out and go in the other direction. I allow for volatility in my trading. I allow the market to breathe. Now, right here, it got into a trade here is the take profit, which it almost hit. But it hasn't. It's pulled back. Well, let's go back and look. I mean, am I worried about that trade going down? No, I'm not at all. I know it's going to pull back. It's called volatility. Trend following, it allows for volatility. It's the best winning strategy ever known to man since the beginning of time. And if you don't believe me, go read the book Trend Following by Michael Covell. Best trend following book I've ever read. It's one of the things that changed my trading around. So that's a long answer to... okay, Sam, I'll pull this up. Webinar on stops, why risk reward ratios don't work, and what you should do. Okay, I don't know who the guy is, but if you want to watch that, Sam just posted it there. So, but risk to reward ratios don't work. Not like they say they do on the boards by everybody and their brother. Okay, off my rant now. Angela. Okay, I use what's called a catastrophic stop. Angela uses a disaster stop. They're the same thing. Yours requires that you exit a trade when the setup is no longer valid. I agree. My experience is in the futures, and the futures stops get run if they are too tight. Absolutely, 100% spot on. If you are, let's pull up a thing here. If you have a stop, let's say you get in here, and your stop is like right here. Well, the volatility, meaning how much a chart moves up and down, it moves up and down in a range of like, say, 100 pips a day, and you've got a 10 pip stop in there. You've got to be on, I mean, right on target, or you're going to get stopped out every single time. I had a talk with a buddy of mine about really tight stops. He got stopped out, I don't know, it was 27 times in a row or something like that. And he said, why do I keep getting stopped out? And I said, how close is your stop? He said, it's 10 pips away. I said, how far does that security move every day? It was 130 pips. And, if something moves 130 pips throughout the day and you set a 10 pip stop, of course it's going to get stopped out. Okay, enough of my blabbering. Let's see. This may be a stupid question, but if your computer hibernates and you are still logged into the auto trader, will it continue to take trades, or do I need to take my computer off of hibernate mode? On mine, I have it set to never go to sleep. My computer never goes to sleep. My monitors go to sleep, and I can't remember how to do that. I can't remember how to do that, but I've got mine set to never go to sleep. My monitors will go to sleep. If not, I will turn them off and unplug my my headphones so I don't hear the ding every time something happens. Yes, this is being recorded. Yeah, my monitors go to sleep and they work just fine. Chris, I know you're having storms there. Are you able to hop on the line for a minute? Can you? Yeah, just make sure that it doesn't go to sleep there. Power options on control panel. There you go. Power options on control panel. All right. Hang on a second. I know there are a few people in here that have I've given free bids to. I'm going to make sure that everybody has that. And if you want to bid, you can. Where did my thing go? There. Whoever wins gets a month of everything that TraderBot Marketplace and Joaquin Trading has to offer. And let me... Hey, what's going on?
Hey, sorry. Yeah, I just want to hop on real quick. Jen's about to turn on the blender, so just wanted to chime in.
Okay. Well, Chris, what is your experience so far with TraderBot Marketplace and the auto traders and all of that? What is your thoughts on everything?
Oh, it's good. Just at first I had my stops real tight and they got stopped out, so I moved them to about 100 pips, and really I've only had one loss, but I've had over 20 wins. So the stops are definitely need to be wide enough.
Yeah. So your profit targets, they were at what, 10 pips?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. They were at 10 pips, and let me get this over here. He's had one stop out. Terry's had a stop out at of one that was not 10 pips. And so, that's how the auto trader works. If you want to use a tighter stop, you can. And I'm trying to find, let me look in my thing here. I'm trying to find some of the results of the signals here. Hang on a second. Here, I found it. And I want to tell you why you can still have stops and still make it work. I think this is it. Okay, look. Here is February and March using stops. These are using stops. Terry has compiled us some data on the 9 a.m. trades using stops, and it will tell you how much you got stopped out. Each stop is different because it does allow for volatility, but here's a 38 pip stop. This is on the 9 a.m. trade, by the way. This is not the auto trader. This is the signals through Joaquin Trading, not the auto trader. Just make sure that you're aware of that. Each trade is different depending on the volatility of the pair. But here is a 38 pip stop out, 15 pip stop out, 20 pip stop out. So they're not, you can set closer stops. You don't always have to set, a 10 pip stop. You don't always have to set a 100 pip stop. But it depends on the volatility of the pair. So there you can see all the ones that were stopped out. And at the end of the month, you can see what the profit totals were. Here's the profit totals for what's called target number 1, and I'm not going into that in this webinar. That's something we discuss in the chat room. Target number 1 finished with 180 pips, and it had some stop outs of like 20 pips. This is for February. Profit target number 2 ended the month with 164 pips, and profit target number 3 ended the month with 134 pips. Not setting a profit target ended the month with 140 pips. However, some of these went into some big drawdown before they hit. Some of the times this NT means there was not a trade there. In March, here are your stop outs. Now, we had a lot of no trade days on the 9 a.m., but we had a lot of big movers on the 4 a.m. But here's your stops, 20 pips. This one here, it got 10 pips, but it hit 4 days later because there was no stop on there. You had a lot of no trade days. You have a 62 pip stop here. The euro Australian dollar, well, that's a volatile pair. So the stops can be bigger than the profit targets and still make plenty of money. Here's 2 trades that I haven't even checked them, but this one reversed without a stop, and so did this one. Had you placed a stop, it was a 21 pip stop, and this was a 15 pip stop. So when I say you can't set a 10 pip stop, well, you have to know the volatility of the pair that you're trading. Maybe it moves a little bit more than the other. And again, this is from the 9 a.m. signal in Joaquin Trading and not the Auto Trader. Andrea, yeah, how many pips was Terry stopped out on his Auto Trader? It was stopped out at 60 cents, so 6 pips, something like that. Can you close a trade before the Auto Trader does? Yep, just go in there. I'll do it right now. Let's say I'm at a loss and I want to close the trade. Boom, we're done. It's closed. Can a stop be changed once a trade has been taken? Doug, shame on you. You are Satan. Yes, it can, but I will tell you, once a trader places a trade, until that trade is closed, you are no longer, you no longer have a brain. I don't, you don't, nobody does. Let's say we sell this right here, okay? And let's say we place a stop right there. And let's say we place a profit target right there. There we go. There's our stop. There's our profit target. Let me scroll in here. Now, when price gets up here near this, a lot of times, I feel myself doing it too. We're like, oh man, okay, let me scroll back in the charts. Okay, well here's the new stop because it's above resistance, and we'll move our stop. And then guess what? Price continues to go. It gets close to here. We'll look back here and we'll be like, oh, well here's a resistance. I'm going to move the stop way up here, you know. And that's what we do because we're traders and we're all kind of a little crazy. Don't get in the habit of moving your stop, or you'll continue to do it forever. But yes, a stop loss can be changed once a trade has been taken. So yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, let's say protecting profits. Okay, let's look at what is this? New Zealand US dollar. All right, here we go. Here's a New Zealand US dollar trade. Now when did it take the trade? 2305. Okay, 2305. 2305. Okay, took the trade right around here. Now, let's say, you know what, we're going to pretend for a second. Let's say it took the trade here and it came really close to our profit target, and then it pulled back. Yeah, I can move my stop up to break even or even above break even to protect my profits. I can do that. So you can do that. That's fine. Okay, once the auto trader takes a trade, it has nothing else to do with that trade. You can manage it the way. Yeah, you can manage your trades any way you want. One thing that I do, which is, I don't want to teach people how to do it, but you can manage your trade in various ways. Getting into that on this webinar is kind of tricky. That's something I get into in the chat room if you want, because I don't want to steer anybody astray. Nope. Are the results of the auto trader including basket trades? I don't believe so. I believe they are all on just straightforward trades. Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's correct. So there was somebody in the chat room yesterday that had just started the auto trader, and it was up to like 11 wins, and I don't know what it is today. But you can't just count the wins; you have to count the losses. I see far too many times people will always show their wins and never show their losses. And in the in the Facebook group, if we have a loss, like we had a loss today, today was not a great trading day. It's been the first horrible day there in a long time. So you know what? Use a demo account for your testing. And once you are comfortable in your demo account, then you can move to live account. Whether or not you make a profit, I see people saying, well, was it demo or was it live? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what, and it's nobody else's business whether it was demo or live. If it's in your account and you made a profit, and you're overall profitable, whatever, then great. Demo, people get too caught up on demo or live. If it's a trade, it's a trade, and it's going to trigger regardless, with the exception of some brokers have tighter spreads than other brokers. Now you see down there at the bottom where it says $48,552. I started the account with $50,000. Well, that's because I've been testing everything and its brother. All kinds of stuff I test, and so somebody told me the other day, well, you're down $1,500. Well, it's a demo account, and that's what demo testing is for. But since I've been running the auto trader, let's see, last week. What was last week? The 21st. The 21st. Where is my date here? Okay, since I've been running the auto trader here, let me see if I can do this. 21st. I want to find out what mine is. Now, I've tried several different settings. Hang on a second. Save as detailed report. Let me look that up. Here we go. There has been my results on the auto trader because I'm testing all kinds of different settings. It looks like horrible because I'm finding out what works and what does not, and if the thing works as advertised, which it does. Mine does not look anywhere near like Terry's, and that's a simple reason that I'm testing all kinds of stuff. That's what you're supposed to do. Find out what works for you, what does not. Alton, your auto trader is at 56 wins and 3 losses with a 20 pip take profit. Great, that's awesome. Somebody else in the chat room had a nice run with it as well. So, are there any questions? I'm waiting on any more questions because it's a question and answer thing. So if you got questions, type them in. If you don't, then we can watch this later. Sam, let me get on here. You can put it on whatever you want, but on the ones that Terry is running, here is the stop loss right here. Nothing, for the simple fact that if the trend reverses, and another what's called trend arrow, which is down here, comes out, it may shut that trade down. There is no stop loss. If you want to set a stop loss of 100 pips or 200 pips or whatever to protect you in the event, that's what Chris does, to protect you in the event that something moves wildly against you, go ahead. But right now, there is no stop loss right there. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Alton, who is your broker? Okay, and Ryan, earlier you mentioned about brokers. Is it possible to list the brokers that the auto trader has been tested on? I understand that not all brokers are the same. Yes, I can do that, and we'll do that right now. Tell you what, one of you fine people submit a new support ticket right here, and I will answer that. Just go to traderbotmarketplace.com/submit-a-new-support-ticket slanty line and type what brokers does the auto trader work on or has been tested on. You do that there, and right here put in auto trading, and I will answer that for you. If I get like somebody leave in the comments who's going to do it so that we don't have like 6 of the same questions. Yeah, Sam, it varies. Okay. But yeah, we will list that if somebody posts that in the support ticket. I have my own automatic strategies in NinjaTrader to manage my trades. If I wish, I can also turn them off. Does your bot do that? Yep, right here. You see this button right here? It's on, it's off. It's on, it's off. So you can turn it on or off. There you go. Are you planning an update to limit multiple trades on the same currency pair? I have 3 positions, each on 2 different currency pairs. Yep. Okay, we will talk about this because I'm not sure about that. It's not. Somebody else told me earlier today that it took 2 positions on the same pair, and it closed out the earlier one, and then it opened up one or something. So we're always looking. If you have any questions, give me a screenshot of what you see, and we can go in and look at it. Nothing is perfect, but we're always looking to update and to fix things if they don't work properly. Okay, Sam. Okay, Sam. So if it goes the other way, an opposing signal will take you out of the trade. Depends on your settings, yes and no. Right now, the auto trader is new. We're finding out what works and what does not. It should take you out of the trade if you get an opposing, what's called an opposing trend arrow. Whether that works 100% of the time, we're waiting to see, but so far it is working for me. Okay, Oanda, FXCM, FX Pro, there are the ones that it has been tested on. The one that it works the best on, in my opinion, would be FXCM. FXCM has been my broker for, Lord, 8 years? Somebody's talking to me in chat. Hang on a second. I think I have a... Okay, no. I think I answered this. It's a kind of both. I'm letting people know. One of the questions was, is it a marketing webinar or an instructional webinar? It's both. If you have questions, just ask them in here and we will answer your questions. Let me think of what else. Okay, so I will ask you guys some questions and see if you've got everything. Let me get this over here. Hang on a second. And we're about to be done, by the way. If you are looking for signals, where are you going to find that? TraderBot Marketplace or Joaquin Trading. Anybody can answer. Oh, Richard. Okay, yeah. Let me pull that up. I guess I should talk about how much the thing cost. It's not a whole lot. Here we go. Right here, TraderBots. Let me go to details here. All right. There are we offer several things. It's a $10 trial for 2 weeks. If you want to try it out, it's $10. We do that so that we don't get taken advantage of. People change their email address and get a free trial every week or every month, and just run us through the ringer. It takes a lot, and I mean a lot of time to develop these things. So yeah, we're going to charge for them. We don't charge a whole lot. For our trading tool suite, it's $49. That is for this. It's not an auto trader. It is something to help you see the probabilities of a trade ending in your favor or not. For the inverted movers tool, which where's my thing at? That's what this looks like. That's what the auto trader is based upon. But you can take the trades manually. It's $79. For the combo pack of both of these, it's $99. For the full auto trader, it's $199. And I don't even want to do custom installation. I got a price of $50 on that. I did one free the other day. I don't even want to do that. If you can find somebody to help you install it or ask questions in the support ticket area to get it installed, that's great. But if you want me to come and remotely install it on your computer, it's going to be $50. We've got the user manuals here, and we've also got a free time, what's called a local time generator. It'll show your local time on your MT4 platform here. But the auto trader itself, which everybody is interested in, it's $199 a month for your own use. And this shows you, what it does. This is on Chris's platform. Shows he made $156.91 off of it. But there you go. No, Angela, right now it does not manage the trade once it's been entered. I'm looking at that as we speak, because there will be updates in the future. Okay, Matt, that's good. We'll talk about that shortly. Oh, okay, Kevin, let me tell you something about a fixed. What he's talking about, the question is, I have an FX Pro account. Would it be better on their fixed account or variable? What he's talking about is fixed spread or variable spread. There is no way in the world that I'm aware of that you can have a fixed spread account and not be trading against your broker. That's bad. You don't want to trade against your broker. You want your order to go out into the market. If your order goes out into the market, your broker doesn't care whether you win or lose because they charge a somewhat higher spread. If you have a fixed spread, that means that your broker is manipulating those spreads. They will give you a fixed spread, but a lot of times you're trading against your broker. Why is this bad? Because if you win, your broker loses. They don't want to lose. They're a business. They don't want to lose money every time you win. If you become a very profitable trader, they could kick you out. They could, some unscrupulous, whatever, bad brokers could kind of manipulate your account. You always want your order going out into the market. I know Angela trades futures. Her order always goes into the market. On the forex side, that's why you want to make sure that you use a regulated broker to make sure your order goes out into the market. You're trading with other traders and not against your broker. Okay, but yeah, what Terry said, I would choose variable, but that's why. Will an opposing trend arrow take you out with a loss even though you do not have any stop loss set? Dan, this is a hard one to answer. It should. Let me where's it at here? There's just a lot of things that I don't know yet. And we're always looking at that. But if you get down to the bottom, hold until an opposing signal. If you set that to true, that should close that out if an opposing signal comes. What's all this? I don't know what that is. Hang on. Okay, so any other questions? If you, let me see here. All right. Okay, well, if there's no more questions, I am done. Matt, I will talk to you in the chat about the 2 open trades. Just send me a little message there, and we will find out what's going on there. Oh, that's the answers to the question that I asked. Durr. Okay, I'm going to ask you one more question. If you if you want signals, it's at Joaquin Trading, and if you want auto traders and tools and things like that, that's at TraderBot Marketplace. So good. I'm done. If you have any lingering questions, I will leave this webinar open for about 5 minutes, and I will answer them. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now. If there's any more questions, I will record those also. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying my chat settings are going really, really slow when I'm typing, so it's just easier for me to just tell you those are my settings. So.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have this up on YouTube shortly. I'm getting some feedback. Anyhow, well, I guess this webinar is done. Yep, seems like everybody has been making a profit, so, that's good. I don't have anything else to say. If you guys have anything else to say, you're more than welcome, Terry or Chris. I don't give a hoot. But I'll tell you what, I'm excited because I've not seen an auto trader out there in the market like this in a long time. I'll be out here in just 2 minutes, babe. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this.